Welcome to the final episode of Seasons Beatings. And oh boy, we got a doozy for you for what we're going to do today. The movie on the bottom right corner, the King Daddy of all Christmas action films. This is a classic hallmark of a film. And who I have here today to help me break this bitch down. I'm gonna just let them introduce themselves. Over to my right or left, I don't know. Fuck it. We got my boy, my cousin, Sir Sturdy himself, Stir Division, hitting all that. The what you call it, Mick? The late night shock jock, the next Goulardi, the
Yes,
next
the horror host with
Elvira,
the most.
the horror host with the most. Sir Sturdy, how you doing today, baby?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And I want to say happy holidays, everybody out there. I know people get all bent in shape at a Merry Christmas, but I'm respecting everybody because people celebrate the different things around this time. So they all deserve to show love. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. I hope you guys had a beautiful, beautiful holiday with your family, your loved ones, or your friends, or whoever you guys enjoy to be with. Not everybody likes their family, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just hope you had a wonderful day. Two, I'm going to say he's right. Listen, you got to come check out Sturdo Vision. Check out Horror with Sir Sturdy. Sturdo Vision at 11 o'clock show is coming back, and I cannot wait. And I'm sure these guys will be on here whenever they can. It's going to be some weird movies, strange movies, horror, non-horror. But if it's not weird, it's not allowed. And then, of course, Horror with Sir Sturdy will be back for the 8th year anniversary next Thursday. Yes, New Year's Day. And we're kicking it off with Sinners, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. I've been off for a few months, been going through a few things. But, we're ready. We're ready, and we're back. And then down below, the big brother, Mick Manhattan, the scene snob. This guy is amazing. He's a genius. He loves movies. I learned so much from this guy about film, how to watch movies, how to review movies. And I'm getting into directors a little bit more. He's also, both these gentlemen are also on Popcorn and Pints with me, which is a great, great show. You guys should definitely check that out. We'll be back January 3rd, but Mick, take it away.
Well, hold on, brother. You almost took over my show. Hold on. I got to introduce him. I mean, hey, look, that was a lovely introduction, and you're right. He's back by popular demand, the king of Manhattan himself, Mr. Scene Snobs, the movie God, Mick Manhattan. Take it away, baby. Take it away.
That's too much. Too much. You went the wrong direction. You gotta bring it back. You gotta be like,
no, but listen though, Mick. The thing about you though is like movies from not just because you're old, but movies from like the 20s up till now, and you have such an appreciation for the older films up till now and in between, which introduced me to a lot of things and made me appreciate certain films a hell of a lot more than I did before we met. So boom.
See? Talk him up, big boy.
What irks me the most is out of that is the movie God in me is like the 20s. That's it. That's as far back as you think I go. But I know that you hate it because you hate silent movies.
I don't like that. I don't hate them. I just don't really care for them too much. Yeah, I only watch like one or two though, so it's not like I would never watch really more.
Good ones to watch. Like I'm telling you, watch The General. It's going to change your life.
You know? Put some respect to my man's name, man. He goes back to the 1890s in this shit. The 1890s, son. Yeah. That's how far he go back.
I would say the Iron Horse, too.
If we're going to say he goes back to the 1890s, we're going to say he goes back to hieroglyphics. We're just telling stories on those.
Well, you know what? To kind of tie it into the theme tonight, I would say, honestly, there was a lot of amazing stunt work that was going on in the silent film era that should really be applauded by anyone who's an action horror fan, things like that. Buster Keaton, what he was doing, Harold Lloyd, Charlie Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks, and what he was doing with some of those swashbuckling epics at the time. Like there's some amazing things to be seen on screen from back then.
Fatty Arbuckle.
Yeah, that's fair. Fatty Arbuckle. That's where you went with it. Well, anybody like it, but like to say it's because I have not just a love of movies, I have a love of film culture. I love learning about like what happened behind the scenes, things like that, how they were doing these things. Like I really have like such a desire to learn about all that if I can. So that's what we try to like talk about on our channel. Like we do a lot of reviews, so if anybody wants to check those out, our podcast is all movie centric, But we have a lot of great conversations. We just did our mixtape episode for Christmas where we shared our favorite Christmas songs, Rob Reiner films. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. The week before we're more of a comedy show, but we're very movie centric with movie topics, that and kind of how they tie into the world. It's a lot of absurdity we try to bring, and we tell everybody that's our motto: embrace the absurdity. So if you guys want to check it out, have a few laughs, come out to the coasts, you'll love it.
I like the way you did that. All right,
as soon as I hit that, have a few laughs. I was like, I know it's backwards, but I got to do it.
All right, guys. So, yeah, come on to the coast, have a few laughs. Now I know what the TV dinner feels like.
Cheers to everybody out there.
Cheers.
I got water.
Cheers. So today we are talking Die Hard because 'tis the season for some beats. Yes. La 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 la. 1988 Die Hard, and I'm the young pup of the group, so I probably don't know what it feels like to actually sit in the cold theater and experience this greatness. I caught it on the second run on HBO, so I'm young in these streets. So I'm gonna go to my.
I was only 4 when this came out, so I was in the theater watching.
I think I was only 6. So,
so I'm gonna go to my old dogs right here, and I'm gonna start with you. What was your first experience when you saw this wonderful movie of all time? I'm gonna go to the king of cinema down here first, the king of Manhattan, the movie god. What was your first?
Fisher King. That's about it. That's what I did. Okay. I have a weird story that goes on with Die Hard, and my first not really watch of the movie, but the first time I saw it was on VHS, not the theater, and it was a rental, and it was a rental that my parents made. Because every Friday, so often on Friday night, they would go rent a movie for all of us, and then rent one that was new for them. But it was an adult movie that they couldn't watch. We couldn't watch.
Porn?
Maybe.
I knew you were gonna take it there.
No shame.
I had to because you said the adult movie. I apologize.
No, they would watch Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, the big movies that were coming out. My mom was into it. My dad was a big movie buff, so they're really they would do that. And basically we lived in this old apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. They were out in the living room, and you know how a train apartment works, it goes from the front doors down at the end, and kind of go right back to the kitchen. We're on a second level though, so it was a little bit different. 2 bedrooms. My brothers and I and my sister were in our bedroom. And we were just bored. It was a Friday night, and they're out there watching Die Hard, and we had heard about Die Hard. You can't love movies and not in the 80s and not know what Die Hard was, at least. You know what I mean? And everybody was talking about it. By this time, it's out on VHS. You got to see it. So my brothers dared me to sneak in. We had this long table, right, where we had, because there were a lot of us. So we had this long table in the dining room, in between the living room and the hallway where our room was. So they dared me to sneak out and kind of soldier crawled, and I went behind the table, and I went under the table, and I shit you not, what's the scene? As I'm sitting there under the table watching from a corner at Die Hard on the television, and these weren't nice new televisions, by the way, with all the 4K HD hubble. This was a console television, one of the old suckers that looks like it, you could have a buffet on it, but the screen was only 22 inches. One of those bad boys. So I'm watching John McClane, and where is he? Takagi's about to get the bullet in the head. And as soon as he does, I jump back because I haven't seen blood on the thing before, because I'm a kid. I'm only 6. So I jump back. Dad screams. I run back into the room, and that is my first, not official viewing of the whole movie, but my introduction. And because it was so serendipitous, I don't care if anybody believes it.
Oh wow!
Oh shit!
That's interesting, man.
Yeah, wow. I've told it before. I love that. I love that this movie so much. I watched it the other night. I was I forgot I was going to be on the show, but I knew I'd be prepared. If I was.
All right, cuz, take it away. What was your first experience with this
My,
glorious piece of cinema?
mine's not that exciting, honestly. Mine was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Finally watched it, and it was for
Mhm.
Popcorn and Pints, and I was just like, "Oh shit, this is a badass movie! Like, this is a cool, entertaining, fun ass Christmas action movie. Yes, it's a Christmas movie, Grandizer. I feel like, and the reason why I say that is if there's a Christmas party, if it takes place on Christmas, it's a Christmas movie, Christmas Eve, whatever the case may be, like Batman Returns. But I just had a great time with this. Like, I was just like, holy shit! Like, this is a badass. This right here is. I don't know where it would be on my list of Christmas movies, like as far as favorites go, but it would be. It's definitely in the top 10. I'll say that it's definitely in the top 10, but it's not number one. But it's still an awesome freaking movie.
And what was your number one be?
It's tough. If it's non-horror, it's either Home Alone or Batman Returns.
Okay.
I have a special because with Home Alone, I used to watch that every freaking year with the family, and then like me and my younger brother used to watch it, and we're 4 years apart. So like when he was young, he thought that Kevin's name was Home Alone, so he'd always say when Home Alone this and Home Alone that. So like I miss those kind of things with that. So I'll say Home Alone's first, and then Batman Returns is second.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't my favorite Christmas movie. This is my favorite action film, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
this
your
is.
Christmas movie?
Oh yeah.
What's It's a Wonderful Life?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I love that one too.
No,
and Home Alone is up there. Home Alone is.
I love those old ones. I love those old Christmas, like
Again,
Rudolph, Frosty, all that.
A movie that wouldn't exist without this one.
Listen,
Well, I'll tell you that, like, scientifically, someone did a fact check for the is it or is it not a Christmas movie?
Yeah, we've decided this on Movie Court.
Factor. You decided, and y'all messed up by saying it's not. But scientifically speaking, based on some guy who had a lot of time to do a lot of data, this is in fact a Christmas film. All right.
wow.
All right.
Her name is Holly.
Holly. The theme is getting the family back together on the holiday. Christmas is a major part of this film. I don't know who you had arguing.
What he wrote on the sweater? What he wrote on the sweater? Ho ho ho! Something.
Nah, I have a machine gun.
I have a machine gun. Yeah.
Ho ho ho! I have a machine gun. Yeah.
Every song in this movie is a Christmas carol or a famous Christmas song. The score is an instrumental riff, action movie riff on a Christmas. This is Christmas out the
There's
wazoo.
snow at the end. All of the bonds that blew up in our confetti, that's supposed to represent snow.
Yeah, definitely a Christmas movie.
Or cocaine.
Oh, the weather outside.
Or cocaine as well. Because it was the 80s.
With cocaine, there's more snow. There's somebody went skiing that in this one. That
Well,
guy, by the way, directed PCU in High School High.
We'll get to Hollis. we'll get to him. Yeah, so my first experience with this movie actually was kind of, I think, a few years into a shelf life. Like, I was born in 90. I seen it in 95 or 96. I was either 5 or 6 when I first saw it on HBO or on VHS because I really liked Die Hard 3. That was my entry, was Die Hard with a Vengeance. So I really liked that. And when they cut to Hans falling down the building in, sorry, spoiler for a 31-year-old movie, when they reveal that the villain is Hans' brother, and you see Hans, that quick little flash, I looked at my mom, I'm like, there's more of this? And she's like, yeah. And so my mother, who's really cool, she doesn't look. I don't know what it was with parents back in the 90s, just letting their kids watch R-rated violent movies and not giving a shit. But she would let me watch all the R-rated action movies. So that's how I became a big action movie aficionado. Is through her because she exposed me to a lot of rated R action films. And and so I discovered this backwards, and I really loved the movie the first time I seen it. It stuck with me ever since I was a kid. If I did have kids, I probably would name my child John McClane. His middle name would be McClane, obviously, or Matt.
John McClane or Johnny?
No, it'd probably be John McClane.
John McClane.
Or, I'd probably still do Johnny so I can call him John. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. This is the first movie to introduce me to not Hans Gruber. I was gonna call him Hans Gruber. Alan Rickman. I think it introduced everybody to Alan Rickman. But it's funny when Alan Rickman passed about a decade ago. A lot of people mourned him as Severus Snape. I was the one weirdo who mourned him as Hans Gruber because he was Hans Gruber to me and not Snape. I didn't get to meet him like most kids met him my age, which is Snape. So to me, I've always had a special heart for his performance for this film, and just watching that for the first time on HBO was just really just a revelatory experience for me. And I've always loved this film. This film will always be up there. It's always going to get replayed on Halloween. Not Halloween, Christmas. Well, you know what? It can be replayed on Halloween too. On Christmas. This is always going to be my top when it comes to Christmas action films. And so, yeah, man, that's my number one experience. But I did have a question when when you guys were going through your experiences. It's more so a question about the movie and the movie itself. Was Han's plan flawed?
I mean, yeah. It's chaotic in a way where like it could work. Like it's not that it because it really comes down to if you blow up the building, you can get away, but you're just causing chaos that isn't gonna go away.
Yeah,
if you stole it and got out of there, like it's a mess and everything. But if you just like kind of escaped, I mean, even though I don't know, like
because my thing is
too many variables.
Exactly. My thing is once like henchman 1 or 2 is like unalived, at that point I'm just throwing in the towel. Like at what point? Because do you throw in it if you're Hans and a couple of your guys come back with broken necks or dead and they steal your machine gun? Wouldn't you quit? When would you quit your plan?
It's tough though because it's like you went through all this stuff. You have all your group. You have your crew there. You have all this shit going on. It's like, okay, 2 people got knocked off, and now I can't quit now. You know what I mean? It's like I can't quit now. Am I gonna stop now? I gotta see. If you're gonna do all this, you have to see it through. You have to see it through. Now, if there's like 3 of us left, I'm leaving. Even if I'm the leader, I'm out.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where like I could see Hans sticking it out. Like Hans is a madman, you know?
Yeah, he's in the movie. He stuck it out. All his people were dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think he appreciated the chaos just as like. Honestly, the man went out and like he didn't know if he would run into McClane or not. I think he was kind of happy he did. I think he wanted to have like he just enjoys that. He looked at it as a cat and mouse game, and that's why I think Carl was so pissed. Like, fuck Hans, like, what are you doing? And that's and honestly, I think that's where Simon Gruber's plan was actually a much better plan. He accounted for the variables, and he knew he had to keep John McClane busy.
So you're saying that Simon was the one who went to college out of those 2?
I'm saying Simon must have studied the case and been like, I can't be like Hans. He's too much chaos. But my question is, like, where you're going, like, you brought like 12 guys with you, and there's like 30, 40 people in there, and they're getting picked off. At what point do the henchmen be like, I'm done. I'm
right.
Out. Like,
right.
Like, I'll figure it out. I'll leave. I'll get the fuck out of here. You know, I'll escape in the ambulance that you guys brought with you. Yeah, I don't know. Like that was a weird one, honestly.
You think Hans took a bump of Hollis's coat when no one was looking?
Oh yeah, I think he had his own. Like as soon as he said, "I have one just like them," the suit that he has, I'm like, every one of them has cocaine in their pocket. Every single one of them.
I'm gonna say something that may annoy some people, especially our co-hosts over on Popcorn and Pints. Shout out to you, Stories from a Bar, dope podcast. When I was looking at Hans Gruber, you know who I was thinking about?
No,
they don't look just alike, but similar-ish. Tom Green. So now in my head, I'm like, how would this movie go if Tom Green played Hans Gruber?
Oh, he would have been like, "Daddy, do you want some sausage?"
Dude, I'm not for AI. But I almost want somebody to make that Sora.
You know how funny that would be? You know how funny just for certain not even for the whole movie, just for like certain things. Of course, when he goes off the building, like certain things where Hans Gruber is like just like those big roles for him. But it's Tom Green.
Tom Green looks like Hans Gruber and Gollum had fucking baby.
Yeah.
Or Steve Buscemi, one of the two.
He's Bizarro Hans, right? He's Hans who was like too long in the microwave. You know.
Oh my God.
That plan would have failed so much faster, though.
I know.
But
Coke.
So just like recapping the movie, right? So we start the movie in the plane. You know, John obviously doesn't like flying, or he's not accustomed to flying.
Can I just point out, just because we were just talking about it?
Yeah.
What kind of drink does Ellis drink? Does Hans's guard get him?
Ooh. I'm the one that asked you. Ooh, Coke, yeah. Yeah.
So he has Coke on the mind. He's doing Coke all the time, man. That's what he's into.
Now, airplane etiquette. You know, this guy who decides to interject and have a conversation that John probably didn't want to have, and tell him that tip about balling his feet into knuckles when he lands. Me, what type of flyers are you guys? Like with me, like I'm the type of guy I have my headphones on. I don't want to fucking talk at all. Like how fast are you chopping this dude in the throat on the flight?
So for me, the last time I flew was a couple years ago to go visit my brother out in Colorado, and it was just me. So I had my headphones, and I just had my headphones, listening to podcasts and music, and just kind of just chilled, laid back, had my music playing. But I'm also a social person. So like, say if the person sitting next to me want to have a conversation, I'm cool with that because I love conversating and whatever the case may be. Of course, depending on the conversation, if it's something, you know, but I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, leave me alone. I'm on the plane, blah 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 blah. Unless I'm asleep, leave me the fuck alone, man. Other than that, I'm a social person. Like I like that kind of shit.
Okay.
As long as the conversation is something that I'm interested in. Like if it's politics, I'm like, yo, leave me the fuck alone. But if it's sports, movies, or whatever the case may be, or some random nonsense, I'm in.
Okay. So you'll be chatting the person's ear off. Okay, I got you. No.
If somebody tapped my shoulder, just like, hey, blah 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 type of deal. But other than that, I have my headphones on. I'm just chilling, minding my own business.
If there's one thing I know about Sturdy, he would start the conversation. He'd be like, hey, you like podcasts? I got a great podcast for you. And then he would just talk about his podcast, which I'm not putting it down.
Hey, man, plug yourself. Self-promotion.
I'm not putting it down.
I may do it next time I fly. I may have some cards out, just hand them out. Like, listen, you guys, listen. This is a flight. We're gonna be out here for about 2 hours. You want to listen to a podcast? Check out Horror Research 30. I'm just saying, check out the Scene Time. Johnny Loves Me. I'm just saying, you're gonna have a good time.
You should get an episode, like a very fun episode, right? That people should want to listen to, like one of your longer ones.
Speed.
That was a good one. You get the you get a QR code. On one side, you put Horror Research 30. On the other side, you put Popcorn and Pints. You pick out 2 episodes. You set up the link for that QR. And then you go and you be like, hey, what's going on? You like podcasts? If you're just chilling, you're going to be flying. Here you go. Listen to this.
Listen to this man.
Or if you're at a bus station or whatever, you know.
I mean, that's a good idea. Just in general, because it promotes both shows, and they can go through not just that whatever episode it is, which I'd probably try to pick our most popular episodes. Yeah. But then it's like you can go down a rabbit hole of a bunch of we have a lot of crazy shit out there.
Listen, I love this idea, and but is that the equivalent of trying to sell your fucking music in the street?
maybe not. You know,
I'll say, you know what? I'll say it is, but at the same time, you have to take that chance because just think of how many artists handed that CD at the time, or the MP3 at the time, or whatever form of media at the time it was, and the right person heard it. And they're like, "Yo, you have talent. We need to make sure that people hear." You know what I mean?
Hey man,
or at the very least, hey yo, I love movies. Listen, you got it's horror, non-horror, so you have an option. It's horror, non-horror. You got an option.
Get your best episode most recent best episode, and you get a QR code on a shirt. Front and back.
Nice. All right, Mick, how fast are you telling the guy to go to the hot spots in Hollywood on that plane? How fast? Is it like minute one of the conversation, second one?
All
How fast
right.
are you his best buddy
Yeah,
by the time you
how
land?
long you want to play, Mick?
Here's
Are you
the
a
thing.
conversator?
I'm a when I lock eyes with you, and you know, and I know you're sitting in the aisle, I apologize. I'm that guy. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Because I'm gigantic, and nobody wants to sit next to a big guy on this.
Oh, I'd love to sit next to him.
Extra seats, bro. Sit in the extra seats.
You know how safe
you don't always get them.
You know how safe I don't play. I feel sitting next to you.
Oh my god. Fair. Bullets. I would take them all.
Hey, man.
Just in general, I know if somebody gets out of hand, you're gonna make sure that I'm okay. We're
We'll
both
throw
like
you
that.
at them. We're gonna do a cannonball.
See, I have a stern default face, so nobody wants to engage in conversation with me on the plane. So, you know, I was right there with John. I was kind of like annoyed by this guy. Even when John was like getting this stuff and he was looking at his gun, he had to say, "Relax, I'm a cop." Like, I would have been like, the hell you looking at me for? Like you look ahead. Don't be staring at me. I'm done with the conversation.
On three, everybody look in the camera and make the face you would make if somebody's getting in the aisle. 1, 2.
Oh, okay, I did too soon.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It really depends. It really depends on the person. But no,
So
I want to say this though. So I remember when I had one of my Horror Search 30 shirts on.
Yeah.
And I call it my Bizarro Horror Search 30 because my wife actually made it backwards, which I freaking loved it. And I was washing my hands in the bathroom, and an older guy seen my shirt. He like looked at it in the mirror, then looked at my shirt. He's like, "That's a cool ass shirt." He's like, "It's backwards," and we just had from there we had a conversation, and then we walk into we had different flights, so we walked to our things, but it was like, so I'm that type of person. I'll just conversate with people and shit.
Okay.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Sociable. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
I'm not.
No idea.
I'm an entertainer that's not.
Anyone.
ask Mick. Like, so when I did a con, shout out to my boy Anthony, when he had his podcast going, he asked me if I'd come help him at his table.
Yeah.
Right. One point he was sitting at his table. I was like, "Oh, Anthony, I'll be back." I took a stack of his cards. I went to every single person. I was just walking around, just talking to people, blah, 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 blah. Hey, we're over here. So many people came to his table. He's like, "You're like a social butterfly." I was like, "Listen," I love this stuff. This was so freaking fun. I got on stage when we were in Carolina for Carolina Fear Fest. I was shouting out my show. I was shouting out Mick's show right on stage. Just because I love that stuff. I like being the center of attention when it works for me. Like, I don't want to be the center of attention when something bad's going to happen. Like, oh, shit, he did. No, I didn't. I had nothing to do with it. But if it's something fun, funny, whatever the case may be, sign me up.
So how fast are you guys breaking up with your wives when you show up at their job and they change, and you find out that she changed her name back to her maiden name after one little argument, and she goes halfway across the country, and she doesn't show up and pick you up. She has a guy named Argyle who picks you up and drives you out. How fast would you did you escalate it to like a fight as fast as McClane did, or like when does that become a problem?
I'd have to see her first, and depending on the situation, like, listen, man. You know what? Ice, come get her.
Damn.
Okay,
She's Puerto Rican.
Renner, calm down.
Puerto Rican people, so I shouldn't be going at Ice. Fuck Ice. But no, I honestly, in that situation, I honestly don't know, because I'm very laid back and calm. So I'm like, I don't like confrontation, but I'm good in confrontation. I don't think anybody likes confrontation. Well, no, there's people that love it. I don't like it. But I'm different, like, for a female with conversation is different, and a man, like, I won't yell. I try not to yell when it comes to females. Yeah, which is how I was raised. You just talk to them. You talk different. But a man, that's listen. Nigga,
so you wouldn't escalate it as fast as John did. Like the first time you seen her in months and you picking a fight. So because of the situation of, like, she went to the West Coast. She went to California for a better opportunity for herself. And this motherfucker's just a cop, like, just sitting there. I love how Argyle called that out. He's like, "Oh yeah, so if she fails, she can come back to you." Calling right back to you,
versus just going with her. I can listen. I'm a cop. I could be, if I'm a cop here, I could be a cop there.
Cop in LA.
I'm going with my wife and kids.
He was in the second one. That was no problem.
Exactly.
I'm going with my wife and kid in that situation, but in the situation that he was in, I'm not going to escalate it that far because it's like I want to keep this bond. I want to keep my child around. I want to keep my wife around. This, that, and the third. So I'll do what I can. But again, listen.
Yeah.
I will say when it comes to what you to your point with this and their relationship, there's a great video by Cinema Therapy, and it's two guys. One's a filmmaker, and
I know cinema therapy. Yeah, I like those. Love those guys.
The other one's a counselor, marriage counselor,
Yeah.
therapist. He's like certified therapist, but they did this episode on Die Hard where they watched and reviewed Die Hard, and they discuss how this is a fantastic look at marital issues, like and how they interact and stuff like that, and they really do. They dissect it, and I love that. And I picked up on that in a lot of these different cues. And like my wife and I have seen therapists in the past and gone to do therapy things and stuff between us to try and make it better. We've had our issues, so watching this movie, you see a lot of those cues, and I love that that's added in there. Like he can't allow himself to be vulnerable. Like he is playing cowboy, which we see with men all the time, right? We try to play tough in front of our ladies all the time and not be vulnerable. He plays that so well because you could tell like it probably wasn't her who ended this.
Yeah.
And she is doing well, and he knows he has to eat it, but he also can't wait to see her. Like he can't wait to see her, and that's such a great look in his face. Now, if she went back to her name, and I know we've been separated for 6 months, like I get it. Like, I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to scream my head off at her because I'm like, I could have come out. I could have somebody could have surrendered, and it could have been me.
Now,
I would have been pissed that my picture wasn't on her desk.
Okay,
If you remember, she put it down so he wouldn't see a picture of himself on that desk. And that's where I would be like, you have pictures of everybody. It may be hard, but that kills me a little bit.
Now, how fast would you start flipping furniture around after meeting Ellis? And clearly, this guy has made a pass at your wife.
You don't do that. You handle it exactly the way John handled it. Why? Cool as a cucumber. Never give them the satisfaction of flipping it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I'm gonna say it depends on if Ellis had a like a pass of trying to swing by or whatever. I'm gonna put hands on him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel like Ellis tried it. Like if DMs was existed back then, I think Ellis slid into her DMs a few times.
But I don't think she had no interest in.
The reason why I say that, right, is because we were at a DMX concert, and there was a dude that approached me, put his hand on her shoulder and all this. I just threw his hand down. I had my other hand balled in a fist. And he looked like I'm not gonna say who. I'll tell you guys off air, but he looked like somebody that we both knew. And had it been him, oh man, I would have.
Oh, it's on site. Okay,
on site, 100% on site.
Okay.
So if it's something like that, it's 1,000% on site. And if I know you're not watching this, but it's on site. Whenever I see you, I promise you, fuck you.
That's see for me,
I'm playing it cool like John McClane.
Honestly, I think in a situation where when he puts his hands on her, that's not cool.
Yeah,
that's different. I get that.
He definitely grabbed Hallie's butt at work a few times.
Oh,
but she didn't tell him. But like he did say it, like he called it out. He's like, he has his eye on you, and she's like, I have my eye on his bathroom, his executive bathroom, whatever. And the thing that I liked about that scene, and especially with Ellis and how sleazy he is, if that had happened, if she had slept with him, that's where the freak out should occur, because he was such a piece of shit. He was like, I don't think he's like that, but you can't just beat up a piece of shit like that, like in front of everybody and everything, because you do look like the asshole. You have to play it cool, and because that's exactly what's going to cut them like a knife.
Guys, do you think?
But I feel like it depends on the hit. Like if it's just somebody fresh and new, I'll be as cool as I can. But if it's somebody that you just don't, you know what I mean? That's been
no, because we're talking about Ellis. So
okay. So if it's like that, then I honestly, I don't know. I'll keep it as cool as I can, but at the same time, I know how I am, especially when I'm in like a certain situation.
But if you guys are separated, probably because the last time you guys were together, you fought. Would fighting would her coworker be a good look to get her back?
Hey, listen,
Hey man.
I don't. But
No,
and the reason why-
Sometimes you gotta
the reason
assert
why
your
I'm saying-
dominance.
The reason why I'm saying though like that because just like emotions can kick in, this, that, and the third can kick in, whatever the case may be, and it's just like, all right, man, this dude thinks I'm sweet. I'm about to whoop his ass. Simple as
Or-
like, I don't know. Like I'm very very calm, but I'm also crazy.
Or you don't even have to fight him. You don't even have to play it cool. You could just pee in front of him to assert your dominance. He'll smell the musk and be like, "Oh, he's the alpha."
I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to take the Violent Night Santa Claus or R. Kelly route.
You say, man, sometimes you just gotta assert your dominance. So, do you think that Mr. Tagachi, or I forgot his last name, Takagi? Do you think that he gave up too soon? Do you think that he should have just relented? Or do you think he was just like he went to acceptance way too quick of his situation to like taking a bullet to his face? I kind of think that he
No,
kind of
I because he was panicked. Here's my problem. They got in.
Mm-hmm.
What, like, his death was truly meaningless, which gives you insight into Hans, which I think works.
Yeah.
But if there was that possibility that they could get in,
Yeah.
why not just give it to them?
Right? I feel like he
if
gave
there's
up way
no
too quick.
possibility. Like if there's they did not get in after he killed him, then I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get it. So
They still got in, yeah.
And they knew
But
they were
give
going
him
to
the
get in. That's fucked up.
I feel like he made his wife a widow for no damn reason. He should have just straight up just been like, okay, here's the codes.
Who's to say that he wouldn't have gotten hit either way? You know what I mean? So
Sure.
it's like, I'm not going to give you any help, boom, or I'm going to give you this help, and it's still, because we've seen that in other films where you give them the code or the access or whatever, and they still get hit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not going to give you shit. You got to figure it out, which, we've seen what happened, but I don't know.
But that's the thing, though. Like they did anyway. Like they did not need to kill him. In fact, they could have just went about their plan and just waited. And then if they couldn't get in, have Takaki there with his, like they didn't change the codes by that point. Mm-hmm. He even said there was like they'll have them changed by morning. They were still in before morning.
Yeah,
it wasn't
a lot of shit went down. Yeah. Now
so, I feel bad for Takagi, but I just told him.
Now, what was John thinking when he went down the stairs with the other German guy and broke his neck? Like he had him dead to rights. Why didn't he just pull the trigger? He see these guys are about the business, right? And technically, he's not in his jurisdiction, so he can get away with murder if he wanted to. So why didn't he just let the blicky go pow, like right there? Like why did he waste all that energy, get hurt, get messed up?
Ego, the male ego, to where it's just like, listen, I could fuck this dude up. It's not going to be a fight. It's a tougher fight than you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I should have just popped him.
Exactly, I should have just popped him.
I think it was just that. It was just like the ego, and then he's a cop from New York. Mm-hmm. Everybody know, or like whatever you want to call bravado, or even Jersey, because right across the bridge. And then you're going to Cali. Listen, I'm an East Coast motherfucker. I'm not scared of you. I know you're from wherever you're from, but I'm definitely not scared of you from Germany, wherever the hell you're from. Fuck that. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. My dad hated the Karate Kid because he could not stomach the idea of a Jersey kid getting beat up by California boys.
But the thing
that was his whole heart.
But Johnny knew karate though.
Here's the thing though, which is funny about that is like, I can't tell you how many people I punched in the face. I'm from the city. Da, da, da. That doesn't mean you can fight just because you're from the city. It just means you're from the city.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like that's supposed to scare somebody. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not saying like I was a tough guy, because I'm not. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I can defend myself. And again,
to me,
sturdivants are crazy. You don't want to mess with sturdivants.
That's true. That's also true. But also, I don't know. I don't think I would waste my time on this Jeffrey Dahmer looking like dude in a whole fight. I'm like, he could bite me. He could try to eat me. He does look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, I wouldn't waste my time.
He could shoot threes. So I'm like, no, pow, right in the head.
Especially when it comes to a life or unalive situation, I'm going to make sure I'm surviving. And if I have something that's going to help me more than my hands, I'm using it. I don't have like I don't have my ego is not that big to where it's like I can beat up the whole world because I know I can't. This dude can know some shit.
But I can verify that sometimes my ego is.
But you're also 6'8". I'm
That
5'8".
doesn't mean anything.
But listen, listen, 5'8", 6'8". More threatening.
I could be 4'8", and I'd still be like, I'm a lollipop guild. I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker.
All right. Well, you're also from Jersey, so maybe again you're from.
It's most likely that. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's probably that. It's just that bravado. Like I've always said that, and God forbid, man. God forbid. Like guys, I know they're trying to take over, and I'm not getting political, but they're trying to take over the world or whatever.
Yeah.
Just leave Jersey out of it because you don't want to be the United States of Jersey by the end of the week.
No,
like that is like administration. Just stay out of Jersey. Trust me.
Stay out of
United States of Jersey. That would be nuts.
They don't want to be fucked with. We got too much radioactivity in the water, and that's that. Like leave us alone.
Now I'm jumping all over the place, but
to answer your question,
but Detective Powell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Al Powell, baby, I love him.
You think he really had a wife?
Yes, I do. I believe that man was having a baby. He was overjoyed to talk about it.
You know, but fat people are joy when they see cake.
Oh, that's true too.
You know?
And I'm fat, so I can say it.
When I see a fucking blizzard, an Oreo blizzard. I'm smiling ear to ear.
Hold up. Listen, what type of cake? Are we talking about cake like the fatty, or are we talking about cake? Because both of them make me excited.
Need to talk about Die Hard, not fucking cake. I am in no position to talk about food in the moment, or I'm leaving to eat food.
But I'm just saying, I'm just like, I don't know. The argument could be there that like Al really does have a wife at home, that he's not there. And he should be calling multiple times through this hostage situation, or he's just a dude who he has a sweet tooth, and he just eats a lot of ho-hos in abundance, and I'm just like,
he could be a nervous eater.
Exactly.
At home, he's like, listen, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I got a wife and baby on the way, or a kid at home.
And at what point are you not calling your wife? If you really had a wife, and you're going through this situation, what point are you not calling her?
Okay, so was the baby on the way, or was the baby already here?
No, she was. There was still a little time. He said.
Yeah, he said there's still a little time.
Like it was like 7 or 8 months.
You do not want to call your wife and stress her out when she's pregnant with. Listen, I'm in a hostage situation.
Babe, I was just shot at, and I'm in a hostage.
But she has the news. But she has the news, so she sees it.
Eventually, eventually, yes. But like at the same time, as a man, and I'm not trying to be like masculine and all this other stuff, you want to protect your household as much as you can and kind of keep that as calm as much as you can. Mm-hmm. When you get out the situation, call her. Listen, baby, I was in a hostage situation. Oh yeah, don't worry. Well, I ended everything. I whooped everyone's ass and saved everybody. No, damn well, I was just hiding under the table crying the whole time.
I
have no help.
From personal experience of living with a cop in the 80s and 90s in a city, nonetheless, like there's no shortage on if they're out in the street, they might have radio to dispatch and have dispatch call like we call my mom or something and just be like, hey, running late or got a double or working a case, need to be here a little bit longer. So like I don't think he would have come out right and said it, but the cops are married to the job. So it like, and it, I mean, of course, this I kind of want to say this is a movie, but cops are married to the job. It's like true.
Yeah.
And unfortunately that, and it's not even their fault. Like that's sort of like what you're kind of ingrained in you. But you have to be. That's why they're always on edge. But like he wouldn't probably most likely wouldn't want to put his wife in any, especially pregnant, in that much stress.
Yeah.
So I could see him maybe radioing and saying, "Hey, I got pulled into a double." Somebody called out.
I think about it for myself and how like panicky my wife can be in certain situations. So I'm like, just imagine her pregnant, and then you're in a situation like this. That's the last thing I'm gonna do is call her. Listen, I'm in a hostage situation. No, call her when it's over with. Or like you're saying with the whole dispatch thing, picking up a double, blah blah blah. But just because I don't want to put that fear into her, especially being pregnant, and even pregnant or not, I don't want to put that fear into her because it's just like, you know.
Well, here's another thing too, and this is also a personal experience of living in Los Angeles. Like when I was a kid, there was a way to not know what my dad was doing. You know, like like if he was on a call or something, and maybe he said, you know, like, oh, I got to go do this, and or I got to double and whatever, but he was in an actual like maybe dangerous case or something.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that on the news, even if it's breaking news in the 80s, you know.
Okay.
Because like his city, we lived like right outside of it, you know.
Yeah.
Even when we lived like right near where we were, like it just wasn't where you weren't going to see it. I don't know how to explain it, but we weren't.
I got you.
But in Los Angeles,
I mean, you know, they were playing that shit right on the TV.
Oh yeah. No, in Los Angeles, like to be real, like
in the movie, they were playing it on the TV. They had live footage.
Like it's a pastime. There are people who have chairs. Well, I mean, I'm going back 15, 16 years when I lived there, but there are people who had chairs. We used to smoke our cigarettes outside. What we would do is we'd go up and watch on TV, and people would do this as a pastime. Watch car chases. And then wait for them, if they were in your area, to come around your area and then run outside and hope they pass.
They wild out there. Boy, they wild.
But it's always going to be breaking news out there. Everyone's going to know Nakatomi Plaza's taken
right
over.
Exactly.
So
I'm just saying Al's wife should have been frantic. That's all I'm saying. Like, baby, where are you?
Yeah. I mean, he might have rated her and said, "Hey, I'm okay. I just, you know, they need extra hands or something." But
you know,
because he wasn't in the air.
Do you think, Mick, that Ellis was good at his job? Because we get to the whole I negotiated shit when he's talking himself up, and obviously you know what happens to him in the movie. Do you think he was ever good at his job?
Yeah, actually, at that time, I think he was very flamboyant in the way he did things. But I worked in a lot in sales, and there's some guys who are like that, and they're good.
Okay.
You know, they just know how to spin. You know, they just know how to talk, and they know how to like get you to like them.
Yeah.
He has a way of being likable, but in a way where you're like, you're dangerous, but I don't mind that you're around right now.
I just feel like he's the type of guy. I mean, he's always doing coke, but he's the type of guy to like bring prostitutes to the work office, and you know, do a lot of reckless stuff. I just can't imagine this, especially because he took a bullet to the face. I just can't imagine this guy ever being good at negotiation.
I beg to differ. Here's why.
Okay.
One simple line of proof is when he is talking to John on the radio and he goes, "I told him that we're old friends and I invited you to party." He did not throw Holly under the bus, and he could have.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the charm comes in. I think that in his sort of like own way, where it's like, that's probably why Holly was never like, hey, you know, he is what he is, but he's good at his job, and you know, he's not that bad. You know,
so Holly enabled workplace harassment.
Yes. Yeah. What was the one scene where they were actually banging and like they pulled him off the desk? Like, yeah. And I don't know what's happening to my hair right now. I look like that dentist elf from Rudolph, but
oh shit,
I'm shaving my head.
Yeah, he just, I don't know. I just feel like he had a lot of weekends doing coke and banging prostitutes in there when he wasn't supposed to be in there. I just feel like I get that impression from Ellis. Cuz, are you falling for Han's American accent?
No.
Like, oh my God.
No, I'm not. But I mean, technically, John didn't either.
Yeah.
He gave him the gun with no ammunition.
Yep.
So he knew what he was doing. He was playing the game, playing along to kind of do what he had to do, which I respect that.
Yeah.
Me, I would have just took him out right once I seen him. But that's me.
Damn.
I ain't playing all them damn games.
You never let him get one word out.
Nope. Because they're all what it is too is they're all pretty much dressed the same. So it's like I already took out about
talking about
people.
None of them are dressed the same.
Aren't they all wearing black?
Like gray sweatpants and
yeah. The weird German brothers.
One dude had like this big old like puffy like he had the long hair with it. He looked like he belonged in a Wham video. Going,
all right, I'm gonna say this, Mike. He just didn't look trustworthy for me. So
what about
therefore,
Marco?
he'd have to go.
You ran at a table. Was that supposed to be German? You ran at a table. What are you gonna do, dude? The fucking what's his name? Trevette from Walker Texas Ranger. He was wearing a sweater. He was wearing a white sweater. Nobody was dressed the same. The only two people who were dressed the same at all in this entire movie was literally Hans and fucking Ellis.
Listen, either way, he just didn't have a trustworthy face. He didn't have a trustworthy face.
Oh, I listen.
No, not at all.
I loved Alan Rickman, and this is like his first real movie. Like everything else, he was an extra in.
But I'm not falling for that fake ass accent though. It's not happening. Oh my god!
So when I was going to watch this movie earlier, the wife watched it with me somewhat, but she fell asleep because she's been cooking all day since like she started cooking at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
so, she's relaxing all this other stuff. But Alan Rickman, she's a fan of Alan Rickman, like especially after he passed, because she loves Harry Potter. Like she'll watch that like around this season every freaking year.
Yeah.
So she'll watch this, plus like a lot of his other movies. I think she's a bigger Harry Potter fan than she is a diehard fan, which I get. But
there's only him one.
It makes me want to see more of his stuff.
Yeah.
Because of those two, like Snipe and this are real iconic roles. And really important roles, I feel like, not only iconic, but very, very important roles in cinema.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about it, and look, there's a lot of actors who've done a lot of stuff, but to mine, Rickman really is like one of the few actors who has 3 movies that can be played on Christmas, which is Die Hard, Love Actually, and any of the Harry Potter movies. Yep. So I'm like, he's one of the few actors who has like multiple movies that he's in that you can view around this season.
And honestly, I think that's huge because I know Christmas is one of those holidays that there's just certain films that people will watch every single year.
Yep.
No matter what. Every single year in December, they're watching those films. And if you have films that are like on that tier, on that level of, this is a much watch every Christmas, that's dope. Even if it's just once a year, that's still really dope because not many people can say that about not many people can say that about other actors. I don't know. I haven't done my research, but I'm just saying. I'll say many, maybe not other. I'll say many actors. Sorry, many actors.
Like I said at the top of the show, man, when Rickman died, some people were dressed as Snape. I was dressed as Hans Gruber. That's how I paid my respects.
Listen, I'm dressing up as anybody when it's Alan Rickman. Another iconic role. That
Quickly Down Under.
But shut up. First off, tell her to check out The January Man. He's very good in that.
Okay.
Prince of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I knew you were going to say Prince of Thieves. I knew you were going to say it.
Cut your heart out with a spoon. Why a spoon? It's dull, you idiot. It'll hurt more. I fucking love it.
I really feel like out of all the new school, I feel like Benedict Cumberbatch kind of picked up the baton of Rickman going forward. I feel like he picks a lot of the same roles Rickman would have picked when he was young.
Ooh, Rickman back in the day as Doctor Strange would have been interesting.
Right?
Oh.
If only we had a time machine that started the MCU 20 years earlier.
Make it a DeLorean for us.
I can't fit in my own time machine. It's bullshit.
Listen,
watch all the movies that you guys change.
Now,
real quick, why are there so many black people in these movies now?
We'll just have to get it cut. We'll have to get it customized where Shaq gets his stuff customized so he can fit in it, and then boom.
Yeah, exactly.
He's 7 foot.
Oh my god! How did we not recommend one Galaxy Quest?
Oh yeah,
one of his best movies. Oh my! By the Hammer of Rathgar or whatever it is.
I was going to recommend Close My Eyes.
We're missing a big one. It's 25 years old this year. Dogma.
Yeah. Dogma is a classic. Yeah.
Oh,
you guys make me think of an idea for Popcorn and Pints. I'll message it to you guys in the private thing. But
oh boy.
Now, cuz if you're the head of the FBI, how fast would you fire the guys who showed up on the scene who was willing to kill hostages?
I mean, Let's talk about current events. I don't know. Honestly,
If I'm the head,
after this year,
Yeah,
I
if
feel
you're the
like
head,
they're more
cuz.
believable.
if I'm the head of the FBI, it's gonna be run legit. First of all, the Black Panthers will not be run out and all that other bullshit. The Klan would be though. Second of all, I'm gonna do things the right way. Like things should be done the right way. So that motherfucker's gonna be in prison.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
did go after
Exactly.
the Black Panthers.
I feel like they were kind of a little overzealous. And I
Isn't
feel
that
like
what
the black
Mississippi
guy.
burning was about?
I think so.
Mississippi burning. Wasn't that the FBI fighting the local police against the racism?
But that was the 60s.
That's a good movie, though.
Yeah,
But these guys were about to shoot hostages on the roof. And then
I'm
you
not
had the
defending 2025 fucking FBI.
then you had the one black FBI guy who was enabling his
Johnson
partner's
and Johnson.
racism. Yeah, he was enabling his partner's racism. I'm like, why haven't you chopped this dude in the throat? He's obviously called you the N-word a few times. And you just like,
How does he answer him? I was 9, dickhead.
and I picture Mick just power bombing people for like, listen, would you just say?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Psycho Sid, be Psycho Mick.
Exactly. I'm just like, the hell is wrong with this universe's FBI? These are the guys.
Mick got to a point in his life where he was like, he doesn't want to be anywhere near Nakatomi Plaza.
And then the other guy from Breakfast Club, Mr. the Bull, get the horn. It's him. That's the chief, right?
Paul Gleason from Jersey City, New Jersey.
Why was he the chief of the police? He seems pretty inept.
He was the deputy chief.
The
chief didn't even come.
Deputy
chief. Shout out to Carl Winslow. He was still a cop.
Yeah.
So I feel like out of the force, Officer Powell was like the only competent person on the force. Which I'm glad they made a brother the competent person.
Well, no, they said there was a lot of guys who loved him. They felt that way. Oh shit, dude. What do you call it? What's his name? I'm trying to think of his name. Dwayne? Is it Dwayne?
Yeah, Dwayne. Got butt fucked on TV, Dwayne.
How long are you if you're Argyle, how long are you waiting in that car?
Well, you're locked in at that point, so you just stuck. Like I would have gave up.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Argyle seemed like he was having a good, just chilled on the phone, sitting in the back seat with the teddy bear,
not doing his job because he's supposed to be in Vegas at that point. Remember, he was talking to his girl. He's just my boss thinks I'm in Vegas
and getting paid to do that. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling.
That's true. Yeah, that's Well, who's paying that bill? Who's paying all that bill? Because Takagi's dead. Now I realize that there's higher ups that have to deal with this, but that's when. At what point are you like, I don't know if Nakatomi Plaza is what we need right now. I don't know if we're spending LA anymore.
And on top of that, I'm a man of my word, so it's like, yo, listen, if you need me, I'm gonna be right here. You get back with the wife, I'm gonna do what I got to do. If you don't, I'm gonna drive you to a hotel. He's like, I'm gonna drive you to a hotel, or I'm gonna drive you to the wife. Whatever you need, I got you. You gotta be a man of your word in that.
Like I said, we're jumping all over the place, but we're just gonna get straight to the end, right? The taping the gun to the back thing. How did John think that would work? Because I try to pretend, in real life, and I'm not reaching it. I'm liable to drop the gun. Like, how did he think that would work? Like, what was his tape procedure when he was like, what? Like, if you were John, what's going through your head when you're like, I'm gonna tape this gun to my back? Like, what are you thinking?
Like, if it was taped to my back by my neck,
yeah,
I got it. It's
it's mid back in the movie.
I'm not getting
I mean, it's over on the shoulder blade too. Like I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm trying to remember when I was skinny. Can I reach my back? And that was a long time ago, so I don't remember. So
see,
I mean, he does grab it, so I guess
I'd have to, I have to grab it from this
from low, go low,
I can't do this. I'm not that damn flexible. Right, I can't.
I don't even know how like I can't even reach back to grab it like this. So what would make me think to do that, or even try I think we're analyzing a bit, but
I mean, at that point, if I'm John, I'm sorry, baby, you're dead.
Just tape it into my back, I'm messing up because I'm like,
I
can't even.
Because honestly, if it was me, guys, Holly would be dead because I'll be too busy fucking around just trying to let me hold on, baby. Wait, I got him.
Yo,
Dude,
1 second, I got this.
all right,
I'm
from
like,
the
Hans, can we
filmmakers-
redo Hans? Give me a mulligan. Hold on.
Yo, can somebody take this gun off my back real quick?
Yeah. Hans, man, can you just
I need to watch
I'm
this.
messing it up. I'm messing it up.
Mhm.
Here's what I think, and this is purely me theorizing, but I'm taking it on as a filmmaker. And what looks cool. And I want to look at one thing before I do. All right. And I want to see where he grabs. Yep. Okay. So I saw where he grabs from. He grabs from back here.
Okay.
But we see it over on the shoulder blade. Here's the thing. I think they knew it was going to be taped where it was going to tape where he could reach it. But they needed a shot to establish the gun. So I have a feeling they shot it, the shooting scene, and then they're like, all right, we got to set up an establishing scene or something. Like they shot his shot. And well, we got to set up an establishing shot. So they're setting up on the other side now, getting ready to go. And they're like, we want to do an over the shoulder, but if it's on the center of your back where we had to grab it, you're going to be too much in the frame and we can't see Hans and the other guy and Holly. So they're like, we're going to move you over a little bit. That is just a theory from me. I think that's why it ended up the way it did.
Okay, I got you. And so he finally gets the bearer bonds. He tells her I'm an excellent thief. John shoots him. He says, "Happy trails, Hans." And then Hans is holding the Holly, right? He's holding on to her watch or whatever. Now, guys, is John McClane a super soldier? Are you guys not like, I just feel like if it's any normal guy, it would be the three of y'all motherfuckers just falling down that 3-story building.
Well,
how strong was John McClane to actually do that, guys?
He wasn't he was kind of laying on top of her, two bodies, him especially laying on top of her while she's trying to resist her arm away. Hans just pulling down, probably doesn't have the strongest of grips, so he's probably not pulling her as much as he's slipping. I don't know why I'm overanalyzing this. I apologize, but so I could see with his weight on top of hers, trying to pull at her arm coming back up, then going forward. But I don't think being pulled out, if that makes sense, because Hans was a pretty slim guy. I don't know why I'm saying so much, but I'm like, I really think I've thought about this too much. Don't ask me about that.
I guess it depends on the size of the people then, because like, I feel like I'd be able to hold that down, but then say like if there's somebody that's just super light and then they're out laying on their wife, it may not work that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. It could be something like that. I don't know. I don't know the physics of all that shit.
Okay, so they finally get the watch off. Hans falls to his death, setting up his smarter brother's revenge in the third movie. Because obviously he got the news too. He was watching the news in East Germany or wherever the fuck. He's like, "Oh shit, I think my brother just fell to his death and he's a pancake now. I'm gonna plot my revenge from 1980 all the way to 95." And then they go downstairs. He meets Powell for the first time. They do like this weird, long, slow, gay ass smile. They hug. And then the other German guy who was mad, he was really mad, that John killed his brother, who I think he was probably having sex with, because there's like a weird energy from him that I'm getting, like a weird little incesty injury that I'm getting from him. And anyway, he has his big ass, what is it, an AR? And then we have that triumphant moment where Powell puts a bullet right in between his eyes.
Carl Winslow did it.
And he re-traumatizes himself because remember he had this long, sad story about killing an unarmed man.
No, not a man, a kid. What I was thinking when he said that, what I was thinking when he said that, because the kid had a toy gun. What color was that kid, Carl? I'm calling him Carl Winslow. Family Matters. I don't care. What color was that kid,
What if it was Urkel? He shot Urkel.
Did I do that?
You want a better storylines.
Then Holly knocks out the news reporter, and then they
No,
make out in
she
the
didn't knock him
car.
out. She just punched him in the face. She didn't knock him out.
He's spun her. Oh
Did
yeah,
you
that's
get
right.
that?
Yeah, he's like, "Did you get that?" He was still standing after that.
Yeah.
Then they sit in the back of the limo and they play "Let It Snow" and they make out while the cocaine and the money and the dust is falling down from the explosion. And guys, what happened after this movie? I mean, we got the sequels, but like seriously, like
Listen,
how
I'm
much
gonna tell
sex
you
do you think that
exactly
John and
what
Holly
happened.
had that night?
Listen, when he got home, when they got to where they were getting, they were fucking. They were
Dude, there was
that
and,
adrenaline.
like,
That adrenaline he had from all that shit he went through. When he seen his wife naked, he was as hard as he's ever been in life.
yeah, but I'll tell you what, you know what that night was. That first night, the second night, it was like he was back in action. But like
Yeah.
that first night, because he's so hurt, it was her fucking him.
Yeah, she's doing all the work.
Yeah,
He should have gone to the hospital, but they went home.
he went home, took a shower.
I gotta
He's
say
like,
something.
"I'm all right."
I have to say something about this. The shoes. There was one time. So the first time I seen this movie, I didn't notice it, but the second time when I watched it today,
Yeah.
Why the hell didn't John McClane try on more shoes? He tried on one dude's shoes. It was like,
he tried.
smaller than my wife, but then my wife. There was
Okay.
mad people he took. There was mad people that were unalived or took
Like-
out, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I would have tried on every single.
I would have tried on
person's
Ellis
shoe.
shoes. I would have found Ellis's dead body.
I
That
know,
was
I know.
trying
Mr. Manhattan would have had a problem because there ain't gonna be no signs.
No, I wouldn't have had a problem because I know big feet when I see one. And that first one, I can't remember the dude's name. The dude, the sweatshirt.
Gunther or some shit like
if
that.
you look at his, like when he's trying on the shoe, you see his foot. That fucking foot is not smaller than John McClane's. That is a gigantic foot. I'm
It's a
looking
gigantic
at him
German foot.
like, I
Yeah.
was like, look at this giant foot, and he's like, oh, goes kill one who's smaller than my sister. How big is your sister, and how big are your feet, John McClane? Because this dude's feet are huge.
Merry Christmas,
Because I'm
Daddy.
about to play. I'm about to play a new game with you guys right now. Right?
Honey?
How fast would this movie end with if it was black people? If it was a black John McClane and Holly,
Well,
how fast
after
would this
listening
movie?
to you talk, very quickly, because you would have just been popping them before they even knew you were there.
Damn right. Because again, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's making me feel uncomfortable. Bang! Oh man.
Oh man, I'm gonna get this in trivia, guys. I'm gonna go keep us here too long. I'm gonna get this in some trivia. So,
All right.
did you know that this film was originally going to be pitched as a sequel to an old Frank Sinatra movie called The Detective?
Yeah.
The movie-
Oh,
the book-
yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You need to see that movie. It's a very different movie.
Very different movie.
Wrote them both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah.
I need to
So
put it up.
can you imagine old ass Frank Sinatra in the 80s as John
They
McClane?
tried to get him for this. It was a different movie where he was trying to save his daughter. And yeah, no, look at the early drafts. They tried to get him and he turned it down because the last thing he ever acted in was a Magnum PI TV show.
Also,
can
the
I
daughter
ask-
dies in the book.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question before you ask your next trivia thing?
Yeah.
This is for you two more so because you guys are better with the actor thing and all that than I am. If this movie was recast just for John McClane's character, who would you guys choose if Bruce Willis wasn't an option? Who would
If it
you
wasn't Bruce Willis?
choose? And
In
same,
88, you mean?
yeah, same era, same era. Race does not matter either. It doesn't have to be.
I'm actually kind of cheating because I have the trivia. So I'm gonna let Mick go first.
I need to think about it. Let's go through the trivia because I have to think about that one.
Okay, so
You know
think
what?
about
I'll help you. I'll help you out right now, Mick. I'm gonna give you the list of names that was originally up for John McClane before they settled on Bruce Willis. These are a lot of fucking names, by the way. So bear with me.
All right.
Alec Baldwin, Richard Gere, Tom Berenger, Sly Stallone,
Mhm.
Ford, Gibson, Schwarzenegger, Eastwood, De Niro, Bronson, Don Johnson, Richard Dean Anderson, Burt Reynolds. We already talked about Frank Sinatra. Al Pacino. Hoo-ah! I'm John McClane.
I gotta
Get
say
a
this,
big
man.
ass.
I gotta say now, Johnny. Since you mentioned all those names, I'm gonna say two names. I'm taking off right away. I'm taking off Sylvester and I'm taking off Arnold because Arnold's just
Okay.
too damn big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then we got,
you have an
um,
Austrian yelling at
crawling
German.
through that fucking air shit. Arnold's not gonna fit. He's not.
And then we have Nick Nolte, Paul Newman, Bill Paxton, Mickey Rourke, John Travolta, Michael Madison, Patrick Swayze,
That's the
Kurt
one.
Russell.
That or Kurt Russell are two. Are all right. Every name you mentioned, I'm looking at it. I'm like, they could all do it, and it would be a movie I think a lot of people would enjoy. And I think that's a testament to say that many actors could do this role and make an enjoyable movie, but it wouldn't be on this level. But the two actors I say could possibly make this movie on this level as much as Bruce Willis did is maybe Kurt Russell and Patrick Swayze.
Now, is it weird that I want to see the Al Pacino version as Vincent Hanna?
Yeah, that's amazing. I want that. I want him like screaming "hoo-ah" after every friggin' sentence. Yeah, I definitely want that.
Yippee-ki-yay!
I'm trying to think of other Al Pacino 80s movies at the moment. Like, 'cause he was doing a lot of like, he was getting really introspective in the 80s.
Okay, so
You want to play rough?
My next question for both of you gentlemen is same era. What black actor would you put as John McCain?
Well, actually, I want to go back to one. I don't know if you said his name, James Caan.
Caan wasn't on the list.
James Caan would have been a cool pick for that. Now, what black actor? Man, actually, let me think about it. It took me a little while to think about everything.
I'm just gonna say
Murphy would be good.
I'm not saying that. I knew you were gonna think I was gonna say that. I'm not saying Murph. I'm not saying the Murph though.
No, I wasn't thinking you were. I was just saying that.
I'm gonna go with the young Denzel. Denzel likes doing action.
Denzel again would have been good. I don't think, but I think because he's so young, it wouldn't have. Not that because Bruce Willis was relatively unknown too.
Same age, yeah. Just black don't crack.
Yeah, but there's a difference. there's road miles on Bruce. He was 80s white. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Like
he was already bald and he's 35. He already bald. Yeah.
So what Mick is saying is that Denzel looks younger than Bruce Willis did in the 80s right now.
Yes, it does. All right. I'm going to throw out a few names to you that I think that I'm interested in seeing what you think. Well, Danny Glover could have been good. Carl Weathers would have made a really good version, I think.
But you think Danny would do this so close after Lethal Weapon?
No, I don't think Danny would. Just like I don't think Mel would have. Like, they would have.
Yeah.
But Mel Gibson would have been good in the movie though if he was.
Yeah.
But I think Danny Glover would be good. He would bring a lot of gravitas to the role. Gregory Hines, I think, could have been good.
What about interest you? Like, well, he was doing a lot of bit roles. He wasn't who he was.
No, Running Scared came out in '86.
But no, not Hines, who I'm about to mention. He didn't become who he became until the '90s. He was doing bit parts. But what if somebody was like, you know what? I like that scary dude from Coming to America. I'm gonna go with Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, all right. Samuel L. Jackson.
I love him so much, man.
I could have seen him pulling it. And he was in '88. He was in Coming to America.
I wish Samuel L.
Jackson doing a lot of small roles though. But yeah,
that's how much I love that guy. If Samuel L. Jackson was Mick's dad, that would be fucking awesome.
Now, I'm about to tell you who was supposed to be Pal. There was only 3 actors or 4 actors. It wasn't like a long list like I gave.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie's good one.
I can see Ernie Hudson doing it.
But this guy that I'm about to mention, he should have definitely been John McClane if we're doing black. Wesley Snipes, Lawrence Fishburne, Robert Duvall, and Gene Hackman were all supposed to play, or they were in talk to play Agent Pal.
John McClane.
But you can see them playing McClane, right? But yeah, they were in talks to play Pal. Yeah.
Like the reason I see Pal playing, like he pulled off Cop really well.
Yeah.
He did. Like, and that's why he got Family Matters, is because he played a cop in Ghostbusters and a cop in this. He was a believable type, and in the 80s. All the names you mentioned are a believable like hero. Not in white America. I mean, we get it. It's 80s, a lot of cocaine flying around. And then that's how white people are. There was not enough and not enough room in Nakatomi Plaza for better actors, I guess.
Now, cuz you mentioned Schwarzenegger earlier, right? Or
Yeah.
I mentioned him earlier, but you say you couldn't imagine. But this is also pitched as a sequel to Commando. That's why Schwarzenegger was attached.
I still don't think it would. I don't think
it wouldn't have worked.
I don't think it would have worked as well. If Schwarzenegger was in this movie, we wouldn't be having this episode right now. That's my opinion. Same with Stallone. Bruce Willis is like this role fit Bruce Willis perfect.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It was an everyday anti-hero man.
Yeah,
It fit him
yeah, he was.
Yeah, like he really works. And he's from Jersey.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a Jersey boy.
So that's the brownie points for Mick. But I just don't feel, and as great of action heroes and action stars as those two were, I don't feel like this role would fit for either one of them.
Now, what about Clint Eastwood as John? What about Clint Eastwood as McCain?
Okay, would any Bond be a good McClane? Like anybody that played Bond be a good McClane? No.
Nah. I mean, maybe Timothy Dalton, but he would have been a better Hans Gruber.
Daniel Craig would have made a good McClane.
Yeah, if they remade it like now.
Yeah, but like if you took him in the 80s, like he was a kind of like a rough James Bond too. Like he wasn't very suave. He was very kind of rough around the edges, which I love. I honestly, if I'm putting any actor in there that action wise, that I think really matched tone well with Bruce Willis, but never rose to that sort of fame.
I know exactly who's going to say. The Rock.
Carl Weathers.
Oh, he had Action Jackson, though.
He had a lot of action movies. You know who would have been a good Al Pal? You're not going to love it.
John Travolta.
Julius Carey. Show enough.
Show enough? Oh, yeah, I would love that.
As Al Pal?
Show enough I like Show enough to do more roles, yeah. He was only on 227 and this. Now, Mick. Name a better opening establishing run for a director than John McTiernan. I mean, he had Nomads in '86, Predator in '87, then this, and The Hunt for Red October.
So
that's a hell of a run.
That's a hell of a opening run. Yeah, that's a hell of a run.
And he hasn't been doing much, right? What's he doing now?
Yeah, because he went to prison, and
that's right. Yeah, he did go to prison. What did he do?
He for Rollerball, he was threatening a guy who worked on, I think, a producer for that movie Rollerball, and they got him for threatening. He got like a decade in prison, so he got out in 2013. Jesus. Hasn't made anything since.
Threatening somebody, and I'm not saying that's right. I'm not defending it, but
he threatened his producer on Rollerball
for a decade. Don't threaten anybody.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Nah.
You know what?
Especially because that movie is shitty too.
I know he did his end career was tough because he did 13th Warrior, Rollerball, and Basic.
Yeah.
That's where it fucks me up with the Samuel L. Jackson for the pick for this is because 80s Samuel L. Jackson was very different from late 90s.
Yeah.
That man has gone through many changes over his career. He was even the dad of ghostwriter.
You know what's crazy? No, I've never seen it. But you know what's crazy is Lawrence Fishburne was supposed to play Sam's role in Die Hard with a vengeance, but then he passed on it to do that movie where he had sex with Ellen Barkin. I forgot the name of the movie.
I know what you're talking about.
But he picked that, and then Quentin suggested Sam Jackson to the producers of Die Hard with a Vengeance, and that's how Sam got Die Hard with a Vengeance. So there's an alternate universe where it was Lawrence Fishburne in a Die Hard movie, eventually with Bruce Willis.
I got Fishburne.
There's a world out there.
I got Fishburne in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I'm good.
Okay, so that was our trivia, guys. Now we're gonna rate this bitch. You ready to rate this bitch? This is the greatest 80s movie of all time. This, if you ask me, greatest Christmas movie of all time. But I'm biased, so I'm gonna let these two guys give their ratings first. So we're gonna go with the maestro of cinema, the king of Manhattan.
Oh God,
Mickey Manhattan. What is your rating?
What's your highest rating?
He does a 5-star rating.
A 5-star system.
You can do halves.
You have 5 stars.
You can do half too, but you can do halves. You can't do halves.
Yeah, but it's 5 out of 5.
See, this is why.
5 out of 5.
This is why,
a
man.
perfect movie.
Johnny, I gotta say this. I gotta move Violent Night. I know I gave it a 4 last night. I gotta move it up to a 4.5 and give this one a 4.
I thought you gave it 4.5 with me.
I don't remember. I thought I gave it a 4.
Yeah,
I don't remember what
you
I
gave it a
last
4. Yeah, you gave it a 4.5 with me. You demoted it in 24 hours without telling me.
No. So then I give that. No, I give Violent Night a 4.5 and give this one a 4. I like Violent Night better than like this movie.
Okay, because you said you had to move it up. I'm like, dog, you already had it at 4.5.
Oh, I don't remember. I thought I gave it a 4 last night. That's all.
No, yeah, so, you gave it 4.5. There's no place to move.
The Robot Santa movie though.
Yeah.
Christmas Bloody Christmas. That's a 5 for me. I love that movie. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, I need to go to bed.
It's cheesy.
Perfect 5.
Perfect 5. You guys know how I roll. I'm not saying it's a better movie than these, but as far as entertainment wise and like lock and sturdy in, that's my shit.
So perfect 5 from the Maestro. 4.5. Sir Sturdy. Well, you already know me. This is the last movie of the season. This is my number 1 of all the Christmas action movies, right? Violent Night was on number 2, so that was 4.5 last night. And I got to roll with the Synagogue himself, the King of Manhattan, my road dog. I got to go with him. I'm sorry, cuz I'm not going with the family on this one.
No, listen, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. You got to go with what you're passionate about. I get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars for this wonderful, magnificent film, Die Hard, 1988. I keep getting the year wrong, though. I keep calling it 89, and it was 88. Like, when I was looking at trivia, it was 88. I kept saying 89. I don't know. For some reason, it feels like an 89 movie and not an 88. And this came out in June 88. So this is definitely an 88 movie, but it feels like an 89 movie,
Mm-hmm.
The original Batman or whatnot. But, guys, thank you for finishing with me the inaugural Seasons Beatings action movie ratings. Was so happy to have you here, guys. I'm kind of long-winded right now, so I'm not even gonna pimp your shit out. Both of y'all, you go first. Where can these people see you at?
So if you're searching for me on YouTube for my horror stuff, it's called Sturdo Vision. If you're searching for me on the audio platforms, it's Horror with Sir Sturdy. You're gonna get a lot of awesome content. You're gonna get a bunch of horror movies you've never heard of. You're gonna get the ones you've heard of before, but we like to dive in everything. Horror Star 30, and then Popcorn and Pints. Again, we dive in everything, and we have some shit coming up in 2026 for you. Let me tell you what. We are doing Nolan movies. We are doing Stephen King movies. We are doing Batman vs. Superman. That's like our big 3. Shout out to Ice Cube. That's our big 3 for next year, and I'm so excited for it. Plus, we have our birthday picks and the wheels and all that other fun stuff. We have a very, very interesting, entertaining, wild, crazy group that loves movies. We all have our different ways of displaying our love or hate for films, especially James. Shout out to him. But it's going to be an amazing time. So make sure you guys check out Horror Search 30 and Popcorn and Pints in 2026 because it's going to be a banger. And you better stick around for Johnny Loves Movies, of course.
Go check out the Scene Snobs.
I'm going to hype it up better. Listen, the Scene Snobs, you're going to get educated. You're going to laugh. You're going to love the films. You're going to have a great time over on the Scene Snobs. Honestly, this whole crew, this whole group, this whole brotherhood, friendship, whatever you want to call it, we put out some dope shit. We all love film, and we're very, very passionate about it. We're honest about it. We may argue about films. We all love each other. We may argue and all that other stuff, but it's all out of love.
Arguments are fun.
It's fun
shit.
We don't go into debates, so we might as well get in arguments.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I cry, but yeah.
We grew up arguing. We're more used to arguing than debating, but it's all out of love. And just come check everything out. And like I said, on Horror Research 30, next week, start over on YouTube channel, the Horror Research 30 podcast. We will be reviewing Sinners next Thursday. Tune in for that. It's a beautiful film. It's an amazing film. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And just wait until January 3rd. Don't remember the movies we're reviewing for January 3rd on Popcorn and Pints, but you're going to have an amazing time. In January 2nd, the Scene Slams will be back live. I don't know what they're doing, but I know it's going to be fucking phenomenal.
Oh, it's our top countdown, top 5s of the year.
Boom.
Everything.
Top 5 porn films of 2025.
I can go clips. I can give you clips.
But yeah, man, you know me. Johnny loves movies, man. Before we wrap up, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine who passed over the weekend. He's a fairly
Sure.
He's a fairly notable guy on YouTube. Adam the Woo. If you don't know his channel, he used to do vlogs going just traveling everywhere, whether it's movie sites, abandoned malls, theme parks. This guy was one of the best YouTubers out there, and I had the pleasure of meeting him when I was doing a Disney program. And it hurts losing such a good voice in this YouTube
Mhm.
sphere, in this YouTube space. And man, 51, 51 years old, man. You might think that's old, but that's relatively young, man, to be going out like that. And I know I'm going to miss him, and it just makes you think that life is precious. Hug your loved ones, be there for them, talk to them. I know there's a lot of people who can't um, on this holiday season. Just let them. I just want to let you know that we're here for you. If you watch this
Mhm.
show, we brought you joy, then we did our part. And I just want to just give prayers to him and
Yes.
everybody who's going through what they're going through this holiday season. Hey, man, we're almost at the end of the line in 2025. We made it, and I just want to just say happy holidays, and I hope y'all had a blessed, wonderful Christmas. And thank you for watching Seasons Beatings over here at Johnny Loves Movies. We will see y'all later.
Condolences to
Peace.
you. Condolences to your friend and your friend's family and all that. Rest in peace and all that. God bless. And just one thing I want to say though is what I love about this whole YouTube stuff is once we're gone, this stuff will still be here if you want to see us or hear from us. So big shout out to Johnny Woo. Go check out his channel. Show him some love. Even though he's up there, still show him love.
All right.
I'm gonna let
And,
this be your show and not say anything.
and I'll always be here. I'll always be here in here.